I discovered info left by someone named Borkman who seemed to be running secret experiments.
So it's another bad guy. That is a vital discovery. I shall report to the doctor as soon as possible. I also have an important discovery. Look who that is, honored guest.
Black Dog? And he's working for those Ravagers?
Get him. He must know more details.
Don't you come any closer!
I already gave you a chance, Black Dog.
You did? No, I mean, I'm not Black Dog. I'm his brother, White Dog. Yeah, White Dog.
I know who you are. I can still recall that stench of yours.
Come clean and tell me what you're doing on the island.
Well, it's all Dr. Borkman's fault. He is researching how to control aberration responses.
Dr. Borkman?
He's a genius scientist. The Ravagers spent an arm and a leg on recruiting. The leader of the Ravagers wants Dr. Borkman to help them create an army of horrific aberrants.
No wonder it stinks here. They're making aberrants. What about the equipment you stole?
You mean the stuff we, borrowed from Cetus Island? I gave it to Dr. Borkman. I think he put it in the, material warehouse down below.
Where is this Dr. Borkman?
He was called back to Ravager headquarters and just left a few people to guard the warehouse. It's just below.
Let's go and get that stuff back. That visitor surely is still waiting for us. Look, aberrants! Black Dog was right. You need to be careful, my friend.
Attack its back!
Let's hurry back.
What happened?
The doctor said that Miss Shirley's wake-up experiment is about to begin. She's just waiting for us.
The thing the doctor is looking for.
I got it. But the doctor said it's the secret of Cetus Island, so I can't show it.
Well done. I was afraid you wouldn't make it. With the thing Hannah brought back, the risk involved in this experiment will be much lower.
Doctor, surely...
Although the risk has been reduced, I'm still not sure whether this will actually work. Have you made your decision?
As long as there is hope, I can't give up.
This is not just about saving your sister. If this experiment fails, who knows what the consequences might be. Furthermore, I need to add another clause to our agreement that you will cover any damages done to me by this experiment.
Fine, Doctor. I will take responsibility for everything.
That's what I'd like to hear. Now, I'm going to start. Start the awakening. Ready? Well, start! Oh, this kid has quite a temper.
Doctor, what's happening? Is Shirley all right?
I'm trying to awaken her suppressed persona, but the awakening process is not fully complete. Her mental state is very unstable. What's worse is I'm losing control of the system. Her mind is taking over everything.
Shirley is taking over control?
No, not Shirley, but the crazed persona locked inside her. I can't let things get worse. Losing control of the system means plunging Cetus Island into complete chaos. And we would likely lose Shirley's consciousness in the process.
Tell me, what must I do?
I will link you up to the system. You must find Shirley within the virtual construct and try to calm her down. But, be warned, your own consciousness might be susceptible to her influence, driving you crazy. If that happens, I will have no choice but to destroy your physical bodies.
Understood. Let's begin.
And you, my friend, I have other things I need you to take care of. The cybernetic arms in the lab have lost control. Those things are extremely dangerous. You must ensure those cybernetic arms do not tear the whole place to pieces before Zeke can wake Shirley up.
Just sleep. It'll be all right.
Zeke! Where are you taking her?
Thank you.
I knew this would happen.
Doctor, is Shirley back to normal?
Frankly, the result wasn't good, but not terrible either. The kid should improve.
Mia is very happy.
You should worry about how to get yourself out of the situation you're in.
Me? Situation?
I did make it clear you're responsible for all my personal losses in this experiment.
But didn't Zeke say...
Two different things entirely. I'll get Zeke for the losses he incurred, just like you have to deal with the problems you caused. Take a good look. My precious mechanical arm is completely ruined.
But that's because you told me to...
I only told you to stop it from destroying things, not to completely disassemble it.
Doctor...
Doctor? There's no doctor here, just a poor woman without her lab. You don't look like you're worth much, so why don't you work off this debt? Since I'm left here with a huge mess. Go see Slayer. I'll tell him your task.
How do you do, my guest? Slayer, at your service. Got it. She has prepared a to-do list, including a few bad people active around Cetus Island. Her exact words are, handle all these problems. That is all.
Recording. Please elaborate the specific targets and objectives on the list.
It lists Lighter, Dancia, and Black Dog.
Black Dog? He's up to no good again?
It's the doctor's order. You must get rid of Black Dog. As for Lighter and Dancia, she said to keep them around. She's got uses for them. Thus, just teach them a lesson and take back what they robbed. That will do.
Suggestion. Mia can track Black Dog. We should split up. Mia saw a band of Ravagers take Black Dog away.
Ravagers? Where did they take him to?
The base up ahead.
What do they want with Black Dog? Is there internal strife?
Mia is unable to reach a conclusion.
We have to get to the bottom of this.
My savior! 1 second more and those savages would have fed me to the fishes!
Why did they want you?
Because I told you their evil plans, of course. They wanted to shut me up! Permanently! I forgot. I have a very vital piece of information. Take me to Cetus Island, and if the doctor will offer me a shelter, I'll give you the info.
Information? I should let the doctor know first.
Oh, it's very critical intel. Hey, you won't regret it. Watch out! Here they come again!
You said you want to trade information for my protection, Black Dog?
Yes, that's correct. I got a very important piece of intel.
Oh, tell me.
But you must agree to,
You won't get a second chance.
Okay, I'll talk. The Ravagers plan to destroy the surface Omnium station and cut off Cetus Island's power supply.
I'm not worried. There's enough reserve on this island to last a whole year. Worst comes to worst, I'll just move to a new island.
About that.
Fine. A problem is still a problem, no matter how big or small. Why don't you tackle the Omnium station while I lock Black Dog up?
Wait! I'm here to trade for protection! How can you lock me up? Oh, not fair!
Sorry, but your intel is worthless.
Great! Thanks for saving my life. I'll be sure to pay you back when I can.
Where is the thing you stole?
It's right here! I swear I never touched it. I just, pressed it once.
Mia believes it is indeed the doctor's fault this time.
I can let you go, but you best not be seen around here. If she ever catches you again...
Got it! I'm out! As far away as I can get.
Oh, you're back. Where is it?
I got it back.
So, how did the time retracement feel?
If I couldn't save Black Dog, I'd be trapped forever, right?
Not entirely true. This is only a scaled-down time engine to hone my techniques. It has a short range, so theoretically can't affect you if you're far enough away. Or, you can do what I did. Activate a reverse time engine, create your own dimension out of the time spiral. It's like a chrono chamber.
Chrono Chamber. What exactly is that?
Oh, didn't those Hykros people tell you? You should really ask them sometime. I sense someone's here. Like flies after rotting flesh.
Claire, you're still the same old...
Hey, isn't it Franz? But I don't remember inviting you.
You can at least be conspicuous about it. Sure, Elric acquiesced to your research, but that space-time fluctuation was too obvious to not see it.
It's just a minor accident. I know my bounds. You should leave if there's nothing else. I need some rest now.
It's highly dangerous, Claire. We're both survivors, and you know full well the consequences when it loses control.
Consequences? Aren't we seeing that right now?
It's been 50 years. We can't keep living in the past, Claire. Some things aren't meant to be. Let it go.
I don't recall such eloquence from you back then, Director Franz. In comparison, I think I prefer your 50-year younger self.
I didn't come to bicker, Claire. I know how you are. It's Hykros, and Elric wants to see you.
See me? I've already drawn the line between myself and them. There's nothing left to say.
Regardless, we've been searching for a solution to the problem. They are doing the same. You shouldn't let past misunderstandings and differences get in the way.
Misunderstandings? Difference of opinion? Is that their excuse for removing dissidents any way they could?
I know they did you wrong, Claire, but the decision wasn't up to us at the time.
Nice one. So all of you decide to play the innocent card after the big culprit is gone?
I just don't want the misunderstanding to go on. You know you and Loon were always the pride of Dr. Henry.
Then return Lund to me, rather than letting him be a part of that damn experiment.
I'm sorry, Claire. I'm just bringing the message. You know the heirs of Ida have been active lately. Elric is concerned.
So his enemy is getting ahead of him, and then he remembers me. Unfortunately, even the most loyal dog would bite if it hurt too much. What would you do if it was you?
Me? I'd probably pack things up and run.
Then congratulations for being an exemplar lapdog, esteemed Director Franz. Tell Elric I'll show up, but that doesn't mean I've forgiven them.
Thank you, Claire.
I shouldn't have gotten involved in this mess in the first place. That was awkward. Well, you held up your end, little friend. I'll give you the Astrum. But listen to me. There are people waiting for you in the Omnium Tower, so watch your back.
Come play with me.
Doctor, Hykros is very sincere about this cooperation.
Archon Elric. I'm only here to see if you have anything to say to me about what you did in the past. But it looks like you haven't learned your lesson, even after all these years. What a shame. I hope that when we meet next time, you can come down from your high horse. If there is a next time.
You and Archon Elric.
Did that startle you? I'm sorry.
What did Hykros do in the past?
Elric never told you. I guess I'm not the only one who needs an answer. Go ask him yourself. I just want to leave here. The sooner, the better.
Archon Elric.
The doctor is right. Hykros made a lot of bad decisions. We saw how the cataclysm ripped through the world, and we tried to fight back. But it was all in vain. The ground underneath our feet is just a fleeting moment of what this world once was. Everything changed, however. We discovered Omnium, and we took it. We discovered Omnium, and we took advantage. We childishly thought we could control it. We childishly thought we could control it. We were naive enough to think that we'd have a better future. That was a terrible mistake. About 50 years ago, unknown aberrations started to spread on a very large scale. When we discovered that radiation from Omnium was the culprit, it was too late. To save it, we took a risk and did something even more forbidden. We tried to affect the space-time structure with Omnium so that it could wipe the timeline and go back in time. We failed. We are abandoned by time. Sorry, it's not that I want to keep it from you, just I don't want to discuss it with outsiders. Omnium has many traits far beyond our comprehension, the most profound being the impact on stabilization of time and space. To put it in plain words, Omnium can help us distort time, even change it.
You mean time retracement?
That's just the most obvious aspect, involving dialing the present point on a timeline back to the past. If you could find the nexus on the current timeline, you can change events to create a new timeline.
Dr. Claire mentioned this to me before.
She and her husband, Loon, were both senior researchers in Hycros once. They're expert in the field. And I was their project manager. We worked together for a long time. Back then, we all looked forward to the endless possibilities the discovery could bring. Everyone labored tirelessly to produce results. But we never once realized how our study could significantly affect the world. Disagreement started after the successful travel back in time. Archon Carl of the 9th District pitched an extremely radical experiment. Carl wanted a volunteer from the team to join the experiment, but Dr. Henry rejected the proposal after evaluating the potential safety issues and risks. The project stagnated, and more happened after that. Anyway, Carl eventually convinced Dr. Henry. Also, they found Claire's husband, Lewin, without acknowledging her, and convinced him to volunteer himself for the experiment.
And the experiment failed?
That's right. The incident 50 years ago threw Loon into the turbulent river of time. As for Claire, she chose to leave.
Now I understand the doctor's attitude toward you.
Before the time-jumping technology is mature, Carl suggested a bold plan. If we could return from a particular point in time, or even make changes then, in theory, we would be free from the constraints of time itself. We could be any time, any place. Causality of time would have no dominance over us anymore. There would be no past and no future for us, only the present. Now is forever.
So that's why you and the doctor keep talking about things that happened half a century ago. Yet you still look young?
That is right. Our time has stopped in the past, while yours still flows.
Is that what Carl had in mind?
The control over time is the control of everything. However, what Carl wanted never came to pass. We didn't obtain the eternity. Instead, we became its prisoners. We are from the past, a mere moment in the vast time, and can never escape.
Can you explain what exactly is the cataclysm?
I feel more comfortable referring to that incident as the second regression. It was a bold attempt, but we failed. After the first time jumping, we conducted a series of more in-depth research and experiments. We also built multiple chrono chambers. There is a reverse time engine in the chrono chamber to counter the space-time fluctuations caused by the time jumping. This is our backup measure to reduce the risks. You've seen what happened afterwards. The omnium radiation leaked out and triggered a series of uncontrollable events. To prevent this disaster, Carl decided to conduct the second regression. It failed due to multiple reasons. The space-time turbulence wreaked havoc on our world, devouring our lands, cities, even whole civilizations disappeared.
You mean the space-time turbulence erased most of the land and civilization?
Or we are the ones that were erased. We were isolated from our world. We overestimated our understanding of Omnium. Our hubris and arrogance destroyed us.
How did the time jumping fail?
According to the remaining monitoring data, someone tampered with the default parameters while the time engine was activated.
So it's not an accident?
It's the heirs of Ida. They are not a bunch of simple-minded, anti-Omnium rioters. The sage probably has a deeper understanding of Omnium than any of us. I even suspect that he is the one close to obtaining eternity. Before the time-jumping technology is mature, Carl suggested a bold plan. If we could return from a particular point in time, or even make changes then, in theory, we would be free from the constraints of time itself. We could be any time, any place. Causality of time would have no dominance over us anymore. There would be no past and no future for us, only the present. Now is forever.
So that's why you and the doctor keep talking about things that happened half a century ago. Yet you still look young?
That is right. Our time has stopped in the past, while yours still flows.
Is that what Carl had in mind?
The control over time is the control of everything. However, what Carl wanted never came to pass. We didn't obtain the eternity. Instead, we became its prisoners. We are from the past, a mere moment in the vast time, and can never escape. You've found out enough today. I hope you realize the purpose for everything you do. There are still 2 Omnium towers yet to be shut off, and we still don't know what the enigmatic sage is plotting. We don't have much time left. Our next target is the tower at the Crown Mines, but the region has been plagued by an unknown outbreak lately. Their leader is a man named Kim. We've done business with him regularly for years. He should be willing to offer you help. Franz is currently occupied. Once he is done, he will meet you there. Intel indicates the heirs of Ida has stepped up operations in the area recently, so be careful. I await your good news.